address the audience, and incidentally, your publishers are very much a part of this festival.
Yeah, that I know. Thank you, Madam Bhagaji, for inviting me over to this Apeejay Literary Festival in Kolkata. In fact, I've been here for all 3 days and I've really enjoyed it immensely. The reason why I say this is that I joined West Bengal after 15 years. This was in 2009, but last 6 months I've been in the Department of Tourism here. And as soon as I joined this department, I went to my senior colleague, who's my chief secretary, and told him that, sir, we have 150th anniversary of Tagore, and why don't we peg a literary festival on Tagore and institutionalize it? And lo and behold, I've been pipped. I didn't know, actually. I didn't know that this was the second year of the Apeejay Literary Festival here. But what I wanted to say was, I'd really be glad and privileged if you, involve me in any capacity, and I'd gladly assist, because this is something which I thought was very timely. When you all sent me a letter, actually, saying that I must come and be part of this discussion on Ladakh, I, like Rubidi, in fact, haven't also been really to Ladakh as such. I've just made a few forays in and out at a time, especially when tourism was far from anyone's mind, and anything to do with culture those days was far from anyone's mind. This was during the 50-day Kargil war. So I really don't claim to know much about Ladakh, else except that around 8th or 10th century AD, perhaps from Bihar, Vikramshila, there was this Buddhist guru called Padmasambhava who went to Kashmir, and then from Kashmir into Ladakh, and then from Ladakh into Lahore and Spiti, and perhaps was similarly responsible for the spread of Buddhism, especially the Tantric Buddhism, the Vajrayana Buddhism in that area. In fact, while researching for this book on NWFP, there's this mention of Oriel Stein in early 1920s who retraced the steps of Alexander in northwest frontier, and he talks about the area of Swat and Hindu Kush littered with relics of past era, anything and everything to do with Buddhism. So Hindu Kush, Karakoram, Himalayas have had a long tradition of Buddhist influence, and Tibet especially. So perhaps when Monisha Ahmed talks about Thangka paintings, the cloth paintings of Tibet, she would talk about a certain amount of Buddhist influence which it has had. Kind of drawing a parallel, I mean, I can't really speak much on Buddhism in that area or Thangka paintings or on the weaves. If I can draw a few parallels as to what we are doing here in Bengal, because most of us, I presume, are from this area, I'll just quickly peg a few points which we are doing. I'm not getting into the usual humdrum of what we are doing overall, but in this sector. For the district of Purulia, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, we have now a database of all the craftspersons, all the artists, whether they are in fine arts, whether they are performing arts, and based on that, now we would be coming up with proposals, whether it has to do with promotion of circuits or promotion of destinations or rural tourism, where it will be community driven. So all these people, I mean, we have even their mobile numbers. A lot of them have mobile numbers now, so we have their mobile numbers, and we tend to put them to use. So they will be the ones. So it will be community driven, and I want to replicate this in all the districts. And I think within 6 to 8 months of time, this is the initiative Government of West Bengal has taken. You would have a district-wise database on all the artists, craftsmen of Bengal, and we would then be devising our tourism initiatives accordingly. This is one. The second thing is, in ecologically sensitive areas, say for example in Sundarbans or in areas of Duars, we are actually collaborating with Bangladesh for Sundarbans and with Bhutan, because we have an over 100 kilometer long border starting from Phunshuling, Jalpaiguri, going up till Kalimpong. And all these areas are, most of it are Project Tiger areas, and there are forest villages in there. So if we don't involve these people, then obviously they are going to be in poaching and wood felling, etc. So the idea is that anything and everything which we do it with the forest authorities and with the forest villagers. So what I wanted to say was now the initiative which we are taking and which will become more and more prominent as we go by in this year itself, is that anything and everything which we are planning to do is going to be community driven. So that the people of that area have the stakes in it. And I'm absolutely sanguine that these initiatives are going to prove fruitful for us, for our people. So this I've spoken enough. Thank you.
And also Ruby Palchoudhuri from